Live streaming for Creme.
We're live right now, actually, for Wave 45.
Okay.
TV. Say hi.
Hi.
Hey. Hi, Tammy.
Hi, how are you?
I'm doing great.
Good.
Funny thing is, when the conference started, we were sitting right next to each other,
Right next to
and didn't even know.
Never made the connection, and look at us now.
Hilarious, because we featured you in our Hot Shot section.
Did November of 2011.
And you have the most page views within that section. Did you know that?
Isn't that something? I'm popular and I don't even know it. It's probably my daughter and all her college friends.
So you moderated the
educational panel. I did.
How was it?
It went well. My goal was to try and get some real solutions on how do we close the achievement gap. And the panelists spoke very candidly about what they thought was the problem with education and what we can do now as YP members, as young professionals, to really work on closing that education gap.
What were some of the key insights that they talked?
They spoke about family engagement, and family is crucial, family is key, and I started with the quote by Carter G. Woodson and the miseducation of the Negro. I hate to use that term because I want to go past it, but it's so relevant to today's life. We are, unfortunately, underserved. We have no great support in our low-income families, and it's just such a disservice that we're doing to these students and our youth. Other insights were the educational system itself is failing our students, and we have to become more involved as parents, as mentors, to really get these kids to think differently. We also touched upon the digital gap. I mean, I'm an educator myself, and I collect more cell phones than classwork, and it's such a bad situation altogether. So we definitely just spoke about getting that bridge closed, bridging the gap, on the digital system. The kids, they're inundated with so many things, and they're so technical, they're very savvy, and it's just unfortunate that they're not using it to the best of their ability.
So now you work with celebrities like Mary J. Blige and kind of getting the word out.
I did.
How was that experience for you?
It was amazing. I mean, her Fawn Foundation is instrumental in providing mentorship and empowering young women. We worked at the Harlem Children's Zone. That was our first pilot school, and it was a group of 50 young girls who were not as confident. They had a lot of problems that they were faced with, and we really showed them that even with all the adversities that they are up against, they too can make a difference in the world, but they have to believe in themselves and get to know themselves.
Now, your organization, you have an organization that you're passionate about as well.
I have several organizations that I'm passionate about.
Let us know about them, please.
4 years ago, I started an after-school program called The Ladies, and the acronym itself stands for Learning About Diversity and Integrity and Establishing Sisterhood. Unfortunately, students from diverse backgrounds look at one another as if it's like a taboo. You're different, so you're not good. Right. But we try to teach them that because you're different, that's what makes you unique. Gotcha. And we have a lot of representatives coming in to talk to the students. We have a lot of outside mentorship that goes on, and we bring them to certain places that they would never be able to. We took them on overnight retreats to Broadway plays. Nice. Funding is scarce, but it's still important and needs to happen. Absolutely.
And how about the other organizations?
I support the Urban League. I'm a big advocate of the Urban League and what they do. I support another nonprofit called WEST, Women of Excellence, Strength and Tenacity, up at City College. And they are now in their third year of providing a conference to the community at large. And it's just a great group of women. They go and mentor young adults, young students in elementary schools in the Harlem area. So, I mean, the work is just always going on. It never stops. And again, our youth, they are our future. They need to be guided. They need that help.
Now, you were featured in the Creme Magazine, right, for the New York...
I was. I forgot about that.
Yeah.
Wow.
So if you guys watching out there want to find out more information about what Tammy's doing, check that out and check out her interview on crememagazine.com.
That's right.
So thanks for your time.
My pleasure.
Appreciate it.
Thank you.
All right.
Take care.
Take care.
Keep going, right?
Yeah, we'll keep going. Who's next?
I get so tongue-tied.
That was great. Hey, how you doing? What's your name?
I'm Mary.
Which panel were you on?
I wasn't on any of the panels.
You was an attendee. Please, have a seat.
An audience participant.
How was it?
It was wonderful.
Now, are you a member of the New York Urban?
Member of
Sorry,
YP.
Sorry. You guys
sorry.
on camera? You guys?
Are we? Yeah, we're good.
Okay.
Yeah.
I've been a member of YP since about December.
Awesome.
Love it already. I've made a return on my investment. Today's event, it was a huge success. Far exceeded my expectations. Tons of great discourse, and I think that the organizers succeeded in creating a program that facilitates discourse beyond today. Beyond today. We left with more questions than answers, but that's okay because the conversation will continue.
Did you attend any of the breakout sessions?
Yes, I did.
Which ones did you attend?
I attended the education gap,
Okay.
how we should go about bridging it, why it exists, and like I said, technology issues. That was something that I didn't know. I didn't know that so many students didn't have access to high-speed internet, even though they may have the smartphone or like the newest Xbox. And the teachers are assigning so many assignments that have to be completed online, and not having that access is a hindrance. So that has me thinking, well, how can I, as a non-parent, and that was something else that was stressed, whether you have a child or not, as a community, we all have to rally behind our parents and our children to achieve this. Like, what can I do to fix that?
Did you attend the morning conference with the Thinkers, Movers, and Shakers panel?
I did.
Like that? So the Republican, the Democrat, and the Independent?
I loved it.
And your thoughts on that?
I think that needs to happen more often. Far too frequently, people only have discourse with yes men or people who are within their circle. So then you have groupthink, and it's really important to communicate with people outside of your day, outside of your political party, your career. And when we do that, I think that we're able to come up with answers that address all of our concerns, as opposed to just being so focused and narrow.
Well, thank you so much for your time. I appreciate
Thank you.
it. You heard it here first, an attendee. She got a lot out of the event. And if you're not here, you're here live with us. So on wave45.tv. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. All right, who do we have? This is fun.
I'm usually on your end.
Oh, okay. Now you're putting pressure on me.
No, now I know.
You're not asking the question right. Ask it this way.
Trust me, I will not.
Gladymir, how you doing?
I'm Talita.
An attendee, or you were on a?
I moderated.
You moderated. Awesome. And so, how was that?
I thought the panel was great. We had 4 journalists there, 2 hard news reporters, a fashion and lifestyle expert, and then we had a political commentator. And they all brought, varied insight. We talked about the Trayvon Martin tragedy. We talked about, clothing and style. We talked about, not accepting some of the images that are portrayed of African Americans on TV and ways that we can change that. One of the main things that I think everyone across the board said is that, we have to stop supporting these organizations that put out negative images of us, and the way to do that is to stop supporting the advertisers. So, if we take the funding away, then we take away the shows that produce these negative images, and that will create, better dialogue and better images of us on TV.
Was there a Q&A, like a back and forth after the panelists spoke? How was that?
That was really good. That's when I think we got some of the really good comments from the panel. We talked about some of the shows and the negative images. That's when we really started to talk about the negative images and not supporting the negative images on TV. We talked about lackluster voting amongst African Americans and some of the things that we can do to sort of bridge the divide between getting out positive voting messages and keeping people from feeling like their vote doesn't count. We talked about using social media to spread the word in a positive way. So we had some good conversation.
What media outlet are you with?
I am not with a media outlet. I produced an episode of Made, a reality TV show. Okay. And it's so funny because we talked about reality shows, and people don't realize that reality shows are scripted. So a lot of these things that you see on TV, it's not real. I mean, these people are pushed to the point of acting out. This is not normally how they would act, or, it's edited to a point where it makes it seem like it's real, but it's not real. It's not real. It's not reality.
Got you. All right. Well, thank you so much for your time.
Thank you.
I appreciate it.
Okay.
Thank you.
Hey.
Oh, my pleasure. Thank you.
Where can we find the show on?
Yeah, it's on MTV. It's made. We work with them.
Oh, you want to do this? Cool.
Brad, do you have everyone's card?
Yeah,
or?
I'm doing that right now.
Oh, okay.
I have Tammy, let me give you my card.
Yes.
I actually don't have a card, but I will be more than happy to give my information. I don't believe in cards. I'm just not
Really?
one of those people. You're the third person to say that. I'm not a card person.
I feel naked without them. Yeah, I feel like lopsided or something.
I am old school, and I do have my.
See, you know what it is? It's really an opportunity for me to take people's information and to keep in touch. Because I feel like if I give out a card, the onus is on that person to reach out to me. Whereas if I have your card, trust me, I'm going to track you.
What if you do an exchange? How does that work?
Then I just give them my information. But I don't give out
If you
cards.
got-
I don't cards. Although it's not a waste of